Hey guys, it's Rachel from Hope Corner Farm. By day I'm a home ec teacher who teaches hundreds of students how to crochet, quilt, sew, and cook. And today I'm going to teach you how to complete the crab stitch or the reverse single crochet stitch in crochet. I use this stitch for a lot of my crochet blankets. It makes a great crochet blanket edging. It's really not that hard to complete. It takes a little bit of technique because you're actually going to be crocheting in the opposite direction that you normally would. But look at this lovely rolled texturized crocheted border that it creates for you on your blankets or your crochet projects. I just love how this looks. So let's grab your crochet blanket or whatever you're going to crochet a border around and your hook and your yarn, and let's get crocheting. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and don't forget to give me some feedback on this video. Give me a like or a comment. Let me know what I did well or things that I could improve upon. So for the crab stitch border, I actually like to start with a row of single crochet around the edge of my work, whether it's a blanket or whatever. This crab stitch edging makes a great blanket border, just so you guys are aware of that. So we're going to grab our new color. I'm going to insert my hook into this very last single crochet here of this row. So right here. So I've weaved in my ends and everything like that. So I'm starting fresh here. So I'm going to go right into this very last single crochet. I'm going to insert my hook. I'm going to bring in my new color. I'm going to yarn over with it by draping it over my hook, and then I'm going to pull through that loop. I'm going to kind of get ready to go here, get it in my hand. I'm going to pin my yarn tail with my thumb, and I'm going to chain one, and then I'm going to turn. Now I'm going to place a single crochet in this very first stitch again as well, so right where we started. So we're in that same stitch. I'm going to put a regular single crochet, and then I'm going to put one single crochet in each stitch across this top edge here. So I'm going to quickly go across here. If you need to see how to single crochet in slower, more detailed movements, I've got a link to a video below that takes it a lot slower and more detailed as well. So I'm going to finish regular single crocheting. So again, I'm just going into that space. My yarn over, pull through the space. I've got 2 loops on my hook. Yarn over, pull through both loops. So I'm going to single crochet across to the end here, and then I'll show you what to do in the corners. So now we're back to the very last stitch of this row. So right here in this space is where we're going to go. So into this space, I'm going to put 1 single crochet, 2 single crochets, and 3 single crochets, all into that very last single crochet of the row. That helps make our corners a little sharper. Now we are ready to go down this edge and place a single crochet down in each stitch down this edge. So what that looks like, I come over here into this space right here, and I place a single crochet. I go into this next space right here, and I place a single crochet. Next space, single crochet. The next space, single crochet. So each of these bigger holes, that's where I'm inserting my hook and placing a single crochet going down the side of my work here. So I'm going to keep placing single crochets until I get to the very last stitch. So I'm going to quickly get through here. So now I've made it all the way down the edge. I've got a couple of stitches here on the corner I'm going to show you. So I actually started this swatch out with a foundation single crochet stitch. So just so you know that's why this edge looks the way it does. So I'm going to go right here into this space right here and place a single crochet. And then I'm going to come up here to the top, and I'm going to pick up just these 2 loops because it's a foundation single crochet. I'm going to go right here, make it a little bit bigger. So I'm going right into this space right here. And then I'm going to place 1, 2, 3 single crochets into that same space. Now I'm going to come into this space. I'm going to place a single crochet, and I'm going to go to the next one, place a single crochet. So I'm going to place 1 single crochet in each stitch across this bottom spot. So now I've made it to the very last stitch of the row, and into this space right here, I'm going to place 3 single crochets. So there's 1, 2, and 3 single crochets in that last stitch. Now we're ready to go down this very last side here. So just like the other side, each of those big holes is where I'm going to place 1 single crochet as I go all the way down this side here. So now we're all the way back here to where we started. So into this first space here, I've just got 1 single crochet. This is my chain 1, so we're kind of ignoring it. So into this very last stitch, or the very first stitch, however you want to look at this, into this space right here, I'm going to place 2 more single crochets. So I'm going to go 1 and 2. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to slip stitch to this very first single crochet that I made. So I'm going right here and I am slip stitching. So you can see the row of single crochet all the way around the work here. I just like how it looks with this crab stitch if I have a row of single crochet and then I crab stitch. You can do what works for you, but I find this actually makes my corners look better and makes the work look better in general if I do it this way. All right, so now we're ready for the crab stitch. So the crab stitch is kind of an interesting little stitch, and it's done in the opposite direction that we normally crochet. So I'm a right-handed crocheter. I normally crochet from right to left. So I go from this to this. Well, for the reverse single crochet or crab stitch, I am actually going to be working from left to right. So it's opposite of what I normally do. So I'm going to begin by chaining 1. And I'm going to pull my hook off here just so I can point this out. I'm going to go right into this stitch right here, and I'm going to work a single crochet. So normally I would go this direction. This time I am going this direction. So this is the stitch right here that I'm going to work into. So I'm going to put my hook back on here. Now part of the key is keeping your tension even as you are doing this crab stitch. So I'm bringing my hook back here. I've chained 1. I'm not turning. I'm just going right into this stitch right here. So I insert my hook. I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to pull through that stitch. Now I've got 2 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over, pull through both loops. Now I'm going to go into the next stitch, and it gets a little tricky at first. You'll get the hang of it. So we're going over here. So I'll take this off. It's hard to kind of point out as you're doing it because my hand gets in the way. So I went here. So now I'm going into this next stitch right here. So again, to the right of where I've been. So I'm going here. So I'm going to put my hook back on here. Make sure my tension is even, and I'm going into that next stitch. Now I come and I yarn over, pull through the stitch. I've got 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Come to the next stitch. So right here, we're going to put our hook, yarn over, pull through, got 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. Go to the next stitch, insert my hook. So I'm going into this space right here. I come and I yarn over, pull through that space. There's 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next stitch. Like I said, you'll start to get more comfortable with this. It feels super awkward at first because you're going in the opposite direction that you normally crochet, but you'll start to get the hang of it. Now by doing it this way, you can see this lovely like textured detail that we actually get on the edge of our work, and that's the crab stitch or the reverse single crochet. Again, reverse single crochet because we're going in the opposite direction. So we're going to go into this stitch right here, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through that stitch. Now I've got 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Go to the next stitch, insert my hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both. So I'm going to crab stitch all the way to the corner, and I'll show you how to do the corner here. So I'm going to speed this up just a little bit. So we made it to the corner here. So I'm just going to place 1 crab stitch in each of those 3 stitches that I did at the corner. I'm not going to add any extra. It's going to give more of a rounded corner, but I like how that looks. But again, I have my 3 single crochets that I put there with my first row of single crochets. So I'm going to put 1 crab stitch in each of those. So I'm going to come again, I'm going into the first one right here. So I'm going to make it a little bigger so we can see it. So we're going to go right here, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both. Go to the next one, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through the stitch, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through the stitch. Hopefully you can see where that's going. Yarn over, pull through both. Next stitch, so right here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through both loops. So I'm going to keep going to the next corner, and I'll show you one more time how to do that. So again, into the next stitch, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through the stitch, got 2 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next stitch, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through the stitch, 2 loops, yarn over, pull through both loops. So again, 1 crab stitch in each of those 3 single crochets at the corner. Into the next one, and into the next one. Now we're going to crab stitch down this side. So you can see we've made it to our last corner here, so we're going to do this last side, and then I'll just kind of talk about it. But you can see what this looks like here as we're going. You can see that kind of fun little detail. It almost gives like a rolled edging to our crocheted project, so a blanket or whatever. I just love kind of how that looks there. So I'm going to again put 1 crab stitch or reverse single crochet in each of those 3 corner spots. And then I'm going to work my way down here, and I'll show you how to join at the very end and finish off your project. All right, so we have a couple of crab stitches left here, so I'm just going to reinforce here. So I'm going to work into this space right here. So I'm going to take my hook, insert it into that single crochet, yarn over, pull through that. Now I've got 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. Into the next stitch, insert the hook, yarn over, pull through that stitch, yarn over, pull through both loops. One more here, so I'm going to go into this space, insert my hook, yarn over, pull through that space, 2 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through both loops. And now to join this, I kind of slightly turn just a little bit here, and I'm going to slip stitch here right into this space right here. So you can see these 2 loops and then this top loop. We're kind of aiming right here in that space right there. So if I pull this out, hopefully I can make this a little bit bigger. It's this space right here that we're going to slip stitch to. So we insert the hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and join it right there. So we're kind of on the back side now of our work. I will grab some scissors, we'll clip that off, and I'll finish it up here. Okay, so I've got my scissors. I'm going to clip off my yarn here, and then I'm just going to finish it off here. You can see kind of the little mess I got going here. I'm going to yarn over and just fasten off here. And then if I flip it over, you can kind of see what this looks like here. So you can see, if I pull this nice and, I would have to block this square because it's kind of wanting to come in on itself, so some blocking would help that. But you can see the rolled edges here of this crab stitch, and I kind of think it's a fun little textured detail. And then I would just weave in my yarn tails over here, and that would finish up that corner right there, and that would finish up my project. So that is the crab stitch in crochet, or the reverse single crochet stitch in crochet. I hope you guys found this tutorial helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so you get notifications of when I post new videos, and I hope you guys have a blessed day.